what you're listening to, son.
What?
I said what you're listening to, son.
Not the Jar Media podcast, that's for sure.
What? Because it's not on Spotify? Because it is.
No, because it's shit.
My son, Tom Fainer. Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gents. And welcome to the Jar Media Posdact.
The one and only.
Yeah, so this is the podcast hosted sometimes by me, Alex, and to my immediate right, Jamie.
Hello.
And over there, James.
The boy James.
So let's just get this out of the way. In the intro, we mentioned the JARCAST is now on Spotify. It's also on iTunes. And maybe somewhere else, I don't know. Well, those are the biggest two, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're starting with.
Well done, Jar Media.
So
We did it. Only took, 2 years?
many years. Loads of people have asked us to put the podcast on audio platforms.
It's been a recurring request.
But our problem was, well, if we're putting it on other platforms, not to sound selfish or anything, but we'd be making no revenue from it.
No.
And Jar at least needs to pay for itself.
Yeah.
But we thought, well, maybe if we have a Patreon, like just about every podcast does, for the audio side to pay for the RSS feed fees and whatnot. So we started a Patreon as well for those who want to support the show. That's Patreon/Jar Media. Just search Jar Media, you'll find us. And the same if you want to find us on Spotify or iTunes. This is all for free, by the way. Nothing's been gated off or changed.
No, it's just we've got a back like that. We've only got 5 episodes on there at the moment from when we set up the ISS feed. But obviously, with every episode, they're going to be uploaded straight on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you want to find us on Spotify and iTunes, it's just Jar Media Posdact. It'll probably come up if you put in
Do you
Jar
want to
Media.
spell Posdact for those?
Posdact is in Posdact.
Yep, I found it by searching Jar Media. You can find it.
Just search Jar Media.
And obviously,
find it.
we're not the top result yet, but when people actually listen,
It's no searching for it, bro, because they don't know it exists. Although I was looking at the statistics and somehow like people were finding it and listening to it.
must be
I don't know.
Some hardcore fans.
It must be.
But I was expecting to see someone find it and then put it on Reddit and say, "Hey, look what I found. This is crazy."
But it might just be somehow they found it on iTunes or Spotify, and they were like,
Yeah.
"New podcast."
So we have to bear in mind, like if someone gets their phone out and starts talking about something that's on their phone.
Yeah, we need to
It
be a
is
bit
in
more.
audio form now.
We have to be careful of that. We've always got to make sure that we're explaining ourselves with our ears.
Yeah, we have to explain ourselves with our ears.
So you've got to make sure now. You've got to make sure.
And
we're growing. This is our evolution. We're becoming,
yeah, there
boys.
are. I think it goes back to about the audio ones start about 130. There's one of those Patreon stretch goals. It's not that much, but it's to pay for the amount of work it would take to put all the old podcasts in.
to
because
backtrack all of it.
we don't just have audio files. We'd have to
separate them.
re-render every video, but as MP3s, and then put them on the RSS feed as well. So there was just a time-consuming thing. But anyway, that's that out of the way.
Yes. Welcome, boys. Nice
How are you
Thursday. A nice Thursday afternoon. Feeling fantastic.
We all feel like anime fans on prom night. Am I right?
Yeah. Because,
No.
we can't get away from the fact we're filming this on a Thursday night. It is literal hours now.
Until the release of Red Dead Redemption
Until Red
2.
Dead 2, which, to be honest, I haven't downloaded yet.
Which
And
is why the end of this episode is coming in about 3 minutes.
So I've got 100 gigs to download in, tonight. So, wish me luck coming home from work tomorrow, like, we're dead! Woo!
But I mean, by the time people are hearing this,
It's out, yeah.
a lot of people might have already played it.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
if
most
it's
people.
dog shit and people, it'll be funny for them. Because we're so hyped,
And they were, and they got disappointed, so they're
Like,
like...
imagine if we were talking about Aliens Colonial Marines, just absolutely hyped. Next level hyped, got those best edition season pass pre-ordered.
Yep.
And
Just like we did in real life.
just like we did. None of us bought that game.
No.
No, but I find it funny how they like some modder found like a way to like improve the AI massively of the game.
Yeah.
By just changing like a letter. It's like just type.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. I got this watch.
Alex bought an Apple Watch just to annoy me.
Yeah. I've been saying for like months, well, my Apple Watch is in the mail, and every time just waiting for James.
And when you finally actually do buy it, you don't tell anyone.
Yeah, because I've had my fun. My enjoyment's over, and then it's like, oh, this is all about me now.
Yeah, but you could have actually told me.
I'm pretty sure I did.
No, you didn't.
I think no, it's the boy who cried wolf thing where I think I actually said, oh, my Apple Watch is gonna arrive soon, and he was just like, yeah, whatever. It's just he was doing that thing he always does.
Well, when I finally believed it, we went out for a meal, and a friend of our parents asked you about the Apple Watch you just bought, and I was like, hold on a minute.
Oh, really? Was that when you found out?
Yeah.
You know what? It's difficult to find out things about
We're saying that as if I've like come out of the closet or something. Oh, is that when you found out?
because it's like
It's a fucking watch.
It's equivalent to that.
like Alex like he constantly jokes about buying something for months before, and you just don't know because like before he got his car, what were you saying? You were constantly saying about getting an i3, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You were just saying it for months, and every time I'd just be like, no, Alex, that's dumb, that's shit. And then
There's a 50-50 chance. Sometimes it's just, I kind of want to buy this thing. It's a little bit crazy.
I think it's a way of you, like you've made up your mind.
It's
that you
gauging
want-
reactions to see
yes,
how,
yeah.
that's exactly what it is.
But that's the thing, I don't do that. I'm just like,
Well, there's
buy.
sometimes I do throw in like a curveball just to troll people.
Which I can't remember. When was your last curveball? When was the
I can't
last time
remember.
you were like through
I
something?
don't do it that often.
You do?
I'm an Apple shill, okay? I know that's what the
Yeah.
people on the internet, they hate Apple. They absolutely hate Apple.
Why?
I'm definitely one of them. with
Because
my
Android's
viewing.
better, lol.
It is better.
Yeah, it's worse in every way.
It's not.
Oh, Jim, come
There's
on.
no reason why it is.
I'm trying to get people to pledge to our fucking Patreon and say that. Yeah, this is the new Android watch. It's awesome.
Actually,
Do
having
they do
looked-
watches?
Yes, having looked at them, I would say I think the Apple ones are better.
Really?
Yes.
How come you ever go at me when I'm anti-Android, but then James...
Because James actually has like, how many? You've got 5 Android phones or something?
I
James just carries like 5 phones around with him.
okay, I have 2 phones at me at any given time. Okay, I've had
For the most moronic reason.
no because
You're paying 2 contracts for the most moronic reason. Tell everyone.
no, that's not accurate anymore. Because I've got the app on on this phone, so I don't use my other phone anymore.
So
but
why are
I'm
you
still
paying? Wait, so originally you were paying for 2 contracts because you couldn't be bothered to change the bank app from one app to the other, from one phone to the other.
Yes.
2
No.
contracts.
Yes, at first, but then I stopped using that phone. But it was like a backup for data because sometimes I burn through a lot of data. My 4 gigabytes a month is sometimes not enough.
So you need a whole other phone.
Yeah,
that
just
makes
in
no
case.
sense.
But it went out of contract last month, and I haven't even cancelled it yet. So I should do that and save myself like 30 quid a month. That's £300 a year for no fucking
And you complain
reason.
every time we go out for a meal or something. You're like, oh, got no money. Then goes and pays for 2 phone contracts out of pure
No,
laziness.
I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm not like that. You're like making me out as if I'm like. a
What are you
fucking
like
old
then?
Person. I'm just lazy.
Did that happen or did it not happen?
It happens every time we go out for the dumbest reasons though, because I have money, but it's just like I need to buy engine mounts.
So you think there's nothing me and Alex want to buy?
Alex buys an Apple
Yo.
Watch, you know.
We
Actually,
just exist in, in the
James is
nether.
a traitor.
I'm not a traitor. It's like I get paid tonight. Paid same day as Red Dead. That's like woo.
And that's a message if I ever heard one.
Mm.
I have a topic for this first half of the show.
Oh, really?
What do we want to do? Do we want to do meme chat first? Get out of the way.
Should we get
Meme
it
chat's
out
only
of the way?
it's only a short one, isn't it? This week.
Yeah, it's
No,
been.
it's longer than last week.
Really?
Look at all those memes.
Look at all those memes, son.
I can see anything on that list.
4, 5 memes.
Okay.
Let me just drop this down for you. There are repeats from last week,
Okay.
but they've stayed strong.
So like opening the loot box, you get another spray.
Yeah, you get a duplicate.
Intro meme chat, bro.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, and welcome to Meme Chat.
No, wasn't it good afternoon, evening or something?
Good afternoon, night, evening, or evening. I don't know.
Game on.
Game no.
Maybe that should just be the intro to it. Game on. Meme on.
Meme on. Okay,
God.
we figured it out.
God damn, that's embarrassing.
All right, so let's just get these duplicates out of the way. TikTok's still going strong.
TikTok's
Yep.
potentially the biggest it's been.
It's been growing, and
I think
just
it's been
crescendoing.
growing now because the memers are getting into it.
Memers have been
The
into it since
memers-
the beginning, though.
yeah, because of Musical.ly, there was no like period where it was sort of a lesser known app, and it had to build to this point where Jacob Sartorius is a well-known celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's just been meme haven from start to finish. Whenever finished,
Is it
will
a
be.
critical mass to the point where we're going to see a collapse, a stock market crash, as it were, for the TikTok
Yeah,
meme?
yeah.
a
I
meme
think so.
market crash?
Yeah.
I think it's.
I'd say
entirely
yes.
possible.
I think it's coming towards the end of its
It's life cycle, yeah.
TikTok
Its
life cycle.
creativity is being stretched thin.
I'm always getting recommended cringe compilations of TikTok now.
Yeah, it's like gone to YouTube. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook. It's on I don't know if it's on Facebook. I just said that. It's
Okay,
on
what else we
Twitter. We got the Skyrim one still.
The
Like
Skyrim one's still
destruction, the
going.
Speech, blah blah blah.
So they seem just really out of date to me.
They are out of date, and
Is it just because everyone knows Skyrim? Is that it?
I guess
On the
it can
internet,
be
everyone knows
funny
Skyrim.
though.
Like you
But
said,
it's no-
it depends
yeah.
on the actual
It's
voice
but
being added
once
to.
you've seen 2, you've seen them all. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we said all that last time.
Yeah.
Skyrim sucks. Game sucks. The memes of Skyrim suck. You brought up today when we were having our dinner about a lot of memes are just a screenshot from Twitter
Or
or
Tumblr.
Tumblr
Yeah.
or something like that.
Well,
And
sometimes
it's
like
just them saying something and then like a reply.
yeah,
That's it.
a lot of them are like Reddit post, comment from post.
Yeah.
And it's like funny.
It's just
Yeah, it's like a funny reply. It's like you think you're a memer, but you're just screenshotting something funny that someone else did.
Yeah.
Weak.
I think they've been on Facebook for bloody ages though, like that type of stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
screenshots of like
Screenshots of just Facebook convos,
The
conversations.
thing is, a lot of the things that get screenshotted, they're kind of they're like what Jerry Seinfeld's whole shtick is based around. It's a lot of observational humor, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
bitch be like, what kind of
White boy be like, give me that grape juice.
That's exactly what white boy be like, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
As Jim is a white boy, he definitely knows.
We're all
that.
white
We're
boys.
all white boys. You.
All the white
fucking-
boys.
I don't like grape juice.
on the cast.
We all like grape juice.
I do not like grape
I've never
juice.
had grape juice.
I have. It's not very nice.
Isn't
Sorry,
it just like baby
controversial
wine?
opinion. I know, but it's not very good.
It's baby wine, isn't it?
No.
Well, they're made out of grapes.
Really?
Moving on. This leaves 2. One is very brief, but I've seen it circulating round and round and round,
Right.
and that's the spooky Garfield.
I'm not familiar with this one.
Neither.
It's like a draw. What's you know, Bloodborne is like that genre, Lovecraftian.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a Lovecraftian drawing of Garfield, and he's like,
Oh, maybe I have seen that.
and he's like, John, I need lasagna, or I'm hungry, John.
That's
and
funny.
It's just like a creepy monster.
That's very funny. Because of Halloween, I guess.
Yeah, I would assume so.
We're only days away at this point.
Again, it's not a meme of longevity.
Sort of flash in the pan, as it were.
Yeah,
Lasagna in the pan, as it were.
yeah, flash of lasagna in the plan. But decent enough. And the last one is one that I've never found funny. Now, before we started meme chat, Thanos car was a meme.
Right.
A picture of Thanos car, and it said on the top of the like meme brackets, Thanos car, and on the bottom it said Thanos car. And now we're just getting memes of like, say it's lasagna. That's the meme.
Okay.
Thanos' car was just a really poorly, disgustingly modified pickup, and didn't even look like Thanos. It was just a purple pickup. It's just like
Was that what the joke was
fun.
supposed to be? That the car looks like Thanos?
yes. It didn't anyway, but yeah, I guess.
Well, it sort of did. It had like the stripy
The
chin.
chin.
It had
The
a
ball
chin,
section.
but the rest of it didn't. So it was just like really tacky modified.
Okay.
But I don't.
Again, that
really
seems like one of those. I'm surprised it stuck around for as long as it has.
Yeah.
Because it's not that tactile, is it? I want to say shout out to the Jar Media Reddit who made one of those. You know, we made fun of those memes where it's like old thing makes fun of new thing.
Yeah.
They made a couple Jar related ones which were they were good. They were fine.
I'll have to check those out.
It was like a picture of like the JARCAST thing, and it said like talking about actual topics or something with Jar Media,
Mhm.
made by Jar Media.
Made by Jar
What kind of
Media
losers talk about actual topics, and then that
Fair
one on
play.
there.
Hey, we do talk about topics like Hong Kong and China.
That meme has stuck around though.
Yeah, it's
From last
slightly more
week,
tactile than we gave it credit for.
Yeah, I thought it was shit, but that's because the early memes, normally the early memes are the better memes
Mm-hmm.
of a meme life cycle, but more funny ones are coming out. You've just given an
So
example.
that's one that you shouldn't have taken our advice on investing in because you would have lost money.
Well,
Like-
you wouldn't have made money.
You can make some pretty good ones here, like Cracker Mom Sucks, made by Cooking Mama Club. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, James just proved how versatile it really is.
It
Yep,
really is
so
how shit
everyone
is.
that just heard that is going to drop their meme stock.
Yep,
In that
that's
meme.
how.
So, is there any more?
No, that's it.
That's your lot for me.
that Thanos car one was the last
I
one.
can't believe that's still around.
It's not. I
It's
want to
not-
get the
not
point
in its
across.
original
It's
form.
not Thanos car that's still around.
It's the brackets.
It's
here.
like
It's
I said,
the- it's
lasagna,
like
lasagna.
The defective child of Thanos.
Yes.
car. The brain dead.
It's like if Thanos car had a son that even he's disappointed in, and
Well,
he was
Gamora.
a disappointment. to
Gamora's
his-
sister, what's her face? Robot woman.
Yeah. She's
Angry.
called like
The Doctor Who woman. The one who dresses up as
Karen Gill.
Karen Gills.
Yeah, Gill from Finding Nemo.
Gil from Finding Nemo in Fortnite.
No. Just then, you're investing in dead stock, Alex. You can't. Fortnite's done.
Fortnite is not done.
It's James.
You be quiet.
Oh, I'm feeling it.
Shit, that reminds me.
Okay.
Meme I forgot about.
Oh shit! This is breaking news.
It's not breaking news. This shit is old, but it's sticking around hardcore.
What is
Big
it?
time. It seems to be this app where you type in your own lyrics and this voice sings it.
Oh yeah.
And they're always about like, I killed my mum because she took my Xbox controller and I couldn't play Fortnite. They're pretty much always that. Or my mum died, but I stole her credit cards to buy V-Bucks, so it's fine.
Have you noticed? There's this kind of new age classic gamer versus new gamer
Mm-hmm.
war almost. I don't know if war is a bit elaborate or not.
Well, it's more of a Cold War.
Yeah, the old gamer v new gamer Cold War.
Uh-huh.
We're coining it now. Where once upon a time, I remember it. People sharing gamer memes everywhere. It was
Mhm.
a proud moment to be a gamer because we felt like a minority back in 2006, 2007, whenever it was.
Oh my God.
Facebook was full of them. I remember my friend's dad posting it on his Facebook and thinking, even at the time, that's pretty cringy. It was that one where it's like, why choose to live one life
Oh, God,
when you
yeah.
can live many?
Oh,
Games
okay,
are
okay.
I'm not a gamer because I
That's it.
have no life.
I'm a gamer because I have many.
Yeah.
I'm a gamer because I
It's
choose
got
to
the
have many.
Skyrim one,
Yeah.
the Battlefield 3 one,
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3. All of those just pictures, just like. Oh.
So now the punchline is always gamer's bad,
Gamers bad.
gamer's cringy.
Well, even gamers find gamers cringy now. That's the sad truth.
It's like, why?
I've never liked the term gaming or gamer. Never
No,
liked it.
It's lame as fuck.
And this transitions perfectly into my topic I had actually.
Oh,
Um,
slam down that topic, bro.
I want to talk about. I listened to this podcast called Weird Heat, where they each episode they do an episode about like one word, and their one word of the last episode was toys.
Hmm.
and they spent most of it talking about action figures, but it got me thinking about are video games like a toy? Do you think that's a natural progression of
Action, like action men, action Barbies, all that stuff.
because it kind of feels a lot of that same role-playing kind of fantasy stuff that you go through when you're a child and you're playing with toys, doesn't it? Because it's in a different format, you're not LARPing, people don't make fun of you anymore.
Yes, in a way. I say
Like, we're all hyped for the fucking game where you can role-play a cowboy.
Yes, but that's not a tactile thing. I think a toy.
It sort of is in a way, though, because it's you're using an input to get a response from the tactile
TV.
software. From the software, yeah.
Tactile
I straight
software?
up say it is because as a kid, my main toys, are action men, but also toy cars. And when you're playing toy cars, you race them around.
And
What you do?
Yeah, that was. I wanted to go into that as well.
Forza. That's what you do.
Moving away from games or whatever. James loves cars.
Oh well.
He loves modding cars and he's just obsessed with them. Is that the same kind of thing? The cars are James's toy, basically. Everyone's got something.
Yeah.
Everyone has something that fills that same kind of void.
Well, that's just entertainment, though.
I don't think it is.
Let's define toy then. Let's see what.
It will be
comes
something
out.
to do with children, though.
Define toy boy. An object for a child to play with, typically a model or miniature replica of something.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think.
Because like
I
my
reckon,
passion is Lego, right?
Yeah,
I love Lego. That's an actual children's toy
yeah,
by definition,
yeah.
by design.
Mm.
But people, they make fun of that passion, and then they turn around and they buy weird
Fortnite
niche,
packs.
They buy Fortnite packs or weird niche car parts off eBay and don't see that it's the same thing.
Okay,
reincarnated.
no, I'm going to stop you right there because you looked at me when you did that. My niche parts are not from eBay, they're from fucking Japan. Okay?
Proving my point even better.
They're just more expensive, okay? Don't.
It's
hurt
the
my
same.
hobby.
It's that it comes from the same place, though, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, yeah,
But to be
I mean-
fair, buying Fortnite packs is a lot more childish than buying Lego.
but having
Straight up.
like a Luke Skywalker
No, that's what
toy,
I'm saying.
having
Comparing the childlike nature of it.
but having a Luke Skywalker toy and playing with that is different to watching Star Wars.
Right.
So surely there's a difference between.
But there's that
playing a
great
game.
line in the Lego movie where he's like, it's not a kid's toy the way I use it. See what I mean?
But how?
There are many
Oh, fuck.
AFOLs out there.
That's kind of dirty, Alex.
What?
That line, you can warp that. I don't know. Maybe I've got a fucked up mind.
You
but
do have
like,
a fucked up mind. It's
Yeah,
talking
that's
about Lego.
Yeah,
Man.
get your mind out of the gutter, as they
Well,
say
there's-
in Detroit.
I see what you mean, like making a dildo out of Lego and then sitting on it and blood just gushing.
Not if you made it well. Get Jang on.
I
the
suppose
case.
this is one of my things with Lego is we're getting to the point now where I should save this for a video, but Lego's gone too far with like the pieces they just invent to solve problems.
well, let's just say that Lego literally built a real life car.
Can we go?
A Bugatti
That was
Chiron
impressive.
out of fucking Lego. Like, come on, that's
That's
Yeah.
impressive.
So Lego officially isn't a toy.
exactly. So it's not a kid's toy. So boom. But would you say it's child nature, or would you say it's just human nature to?
Well,
That-
we
like
need
that.
to be entertained, otherwise we want to kill ourselves.
Yeah. No,
Exactly.
like think about put it in like dog terms. Sorry, that was just reminding me to put the rubbish out. Put it in dog terms. You get an intelligent breed like a corgi, and they say if you don't entertain this dog, it's going to just destroy things and make its own fun because it's bored. It's got nothing to entertain its
and
mind.
will be depressed. It's the same with cats. I remember wondering if Billy was depressed.
I do remember
Really?
that because he came up in the party and was just like, I'm just looking into if Billy's depressed.
Yeah, but I found out she absolutely isn't because she kills too many animals.
And for cats, that's their equivalent of building Lego, man.
Yeah,
Just slaughtering.
it is in
Endless
nature
animals.
to have fun.
Yeah,
We
look
just-
at puppies, kittens, cats.
We do it different ways because
Bears.
we're different levels of maturity. Like old people just like drinking alcohol and watching TV all day. Like that's their fun, you know.
And like, they say everyone's on the spectrum a little bit.
Spectrum of what?
Autism.
The autism spectrum.
I'm definitely on it.
And do crows have autism?
No.
Why do they collect shiny things?
Ooh,
What?
You just got fucking annihilated.
you got owned.
Are you saying autistic people collect shiny things?
No, I'm saying it's a similar sort of event, isn't it?
Why do crows collect shiny things?
Yeah, and do crows collect shiny
Yes,
things?
Jim. Have you never watched a cartoon before?
No, can I actually say straight up? Why? What's with all this hatred against crows? I don't
They're
understand.
fucking horrible. They're terrifying.
That's quite scary.
I don't mind crows.
I remember
James, you didn't see the seagull up close. You haven't seen what a bird of that size
once
looks
I was
up
at
close.
school and there was just this brave ass crow. I was walking through like between the blocks, and this crow just wouldn't move. And as I got closer and closer, you see its huge beak, sharp as a knife, and it's like, I ain't messing with this one crow. Imagine what like a group of 10 could do.
No, I nothing. Nah, crows are right. I don't mind
Do you
crows.
know what crows remind me of? Do you remember when
That
we were
mission
young?
in Black Ops in
No.
World War One.
Do you remember when we were young? Our parents got the musical War of the Worlds CD
Yes, and the crow is eating
in the
the
booklet.
red goop.
in the booklet. Yeah, at the end
Yeah.
of the story, the War of the Worlds story, where all the aliens die of the cold, and the crows come and eat all the goo.
Isn't it the red goo that they're like spraying over the world to make it red like Mars?
I thought it was when they were dead and they were eating them.
No, they spray it because there's that scene in the movie.
I know they
that
I know they spray it, but I thought they ate them at the end to signify they're all dead, like a crow picking at a corpse kind of thing.
But that is like human corpses. I'm pretty.
Yeah, it is.
I can't
Dark
remember.
story, scary.
Really
Freaked
good
me
though.
out, yeah.
With just a handful of men.
We'll start all over again. Awesome musical. God, it's so good. Why are you looking at me like that? You're the fucking...
I don't think we came to a conclusion though. Are video games toys?
Yes, they're just.
I think
I
they
think
fulfill
some
the
are-
same
Well, yeah, but so do movies.
want and need. No, I don't think movies do.
Toys are entertainment.
No, but kids nowadays don't go buy toys. They buy fucking the
iPads.
You mentioned the tactile physical element. You don't get that from movies. It's a one-ended experience. It's all pre-made. It's all there for you. But with a video game, you have that kind of control over it yourself.
Well, what about in like a Telltale game?
Well, that's why everyone rags on them for being walking simulators or whatever.
No,
What is the deal with toys?
I'm 100% in agreement with Alex on this one. I think Jim, if he doesn't agree, is
So do you think my internal passion for following Lego YouTubers, buying Lego off eBay, is the exact same thing in my brain that drives me to do it as what drives you to obsess over cars and customize your car and that kind of thing?
Well, it's a simple thing. I do it with an enjoyment. I do it because I like having it. I like it. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
When I do it, I'm
and when
happy.
when you try and explain why you like it,
You can't.
it's
just
just an inherent thing. You just love it.
I don't have anything like that.
You do.
Well, it's coming out in a few hours.
We all have those things, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It just bugs me. I feel like I've mentioned this before, but it bugs me when people are condescending about people's...
Yeah, but it's
hobbies
fucking
and-
childish, Alex. Ow.
I just find it so funny. All this like... Your mama's so ugly. kind of jokes out there.
Yeah, just like that.
I lost
Well-
my train of...
I think you won that destruction.
No, I'm in agreement with Alex, and I think that's.
I'm
So you
right,
collect
but-
your action figures. You play video games. You... I don't know.
It's a case of you do what you do. What you like. You don't let other people stop that. If you're
Unless
not,
it's-
I remember being in like secondary school and hiding what music I listened to, like on my phone screen, not letting people see because I was embarrassed, even though there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I remember in year 6 of primary school, reading my book flat on the table because I was embarrassed of the name of the book.
even though no one cares what it is.
Like nobody gives a shit. Like in life in general.
Unless you're listening to something cringy.
Just
Yeah,
fucking.
That's what I was gonna say. James was saying like, listen to what you want, do what you want. Like, if you enjoy it, don't think about what other people think, unless it's something really fucking lame.
No.
Like
Like
Lego.
no, like straight up, you can fucking laugh at LARPers all you want, but going to a medieval festival, that's their fucking shit, and that's fucking incredible.
And I'll be back after these messages.
Oh damn, son!
Her damn son, this is part 2 of the JARCAST, where we head over to the Jar Media Reddit. There's a mega thread at the top. If you want to leave us questions to answer next episode, leave your own question, and if it's not shit, we might answer it.
Don't be rude.
So, our first question comes in from Scorpion Sandwich. Alex and Jim, when you were both in school together, did you stick up for each other or ignore each other? Plus, do a roleplay of it. Define stick up for each other. What? Someone comes over and starts bullying Jim. Do you know something embarrassing? I remember.
What?
Oh no.
Embarrassing for who?
Me.
Okay, go for it.
I remember thinking when I was going in secondary school, being like, right, I'm 3 years ahead of Jim. I'm going to be year 7. By the time he's there, I'm going to be, what, year 10? God, I'm going to be so fucking cool when I'm in year 10. I'm going to be so, like, I'm just going to be unstoppable. So if anyone tries to mess with Jim, just forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get to year 7 and it's like, and by year 10 it's like, you're on your own. I can barely deal with my own shit over
The
here.
thing is, nobody ever targeted me.
It's true, actually.
Yeah,
Nobody-
Jim was left alone. Jim was like just stealth through it. He
You
just
did stealth through.
I think I'm
What's the secret?
so unnoticeable to everyone.
No, I think
Not even bullies gave a shit about me.
I think it helped Jim because he was with me, so it's just like I took all the attention away from Jim. It was just like,
James was like my Harry Potter cloak that I wore around school. No.
but no, it's like, well, that's what we weren't in separate groups. Like that's how I met you. It's just we were in the same like group. So at lunch we could just be like,
Well, there was that place sort of by the cafe with a bunch of benches, and we'd all just gather around there.
Yeah.
Like I remember when we gathered on there. I remember this one time we just started talking about Duke Nukem like Forever or something or some
Probably.
shit. And it was just like,
And it was always that trickle in of like, who's going to be there first, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember one time, this must have been when you changed schools at sixth form, but you'll remember we were in a group. Actually, you might not have been there, but someone was playing Angry Birds,
Yeah.
and he
no,
God, I forgot
Were
about
you
Angry Birds.
yes,
yeah, okay,
yes, I was there.
he was playing Angry Birds. And he was trying to do this one mission for ages, and we all just gradually went really quiet, just watching him do it. And then he finally did it, and we all went like, yeah, woo! And then these two cunts,
Chavvy
pricks, walked up to us, 3 of them, just like 2 years older than us or something. Just like, what are you doing?
But it's
And
funny.
then started
because-
making fun of the laugh of one of our friends, and just started being like really cruel.
No, but the person who's actually
Cruel
playing
is the
the
word for
game, he's fucking huge, like 6'5".
Yeah.
He's fucking massive, and they were like mocking him, and he was just like, "What?" And he was like taller than them because they were like smaller than us, like
Yeah.
proper hardcore.
It was one fat kid and 2 like skinny ones.
Was I
really
there?
skinny.
No,
this was when
this
you left.
This was after, was it?
this was either you'd left or you were just like in the library or something.
Probably
I'm not
was in the
sure.
library, drawing dragons or something.
Yeah.
On about the fit, yeah.
But I mean, again, I was just in a group of people being targeted. You know, it's different if you're someone that's singled out and targeted, but when it's a group like that, I never needed you to like stand up for me.
If
I don't
anything,
think.
I needed you to stand up for me.
I think I was cooler than you at year 10 than you were.
Oh, yeah, by far. By far.
I never was cool. Like I'm fucking way.
I am glad that I wasn't the older brother, because I feel like the older brother is
Well, it's good you
cringier
weren't-
older,
Yeah.
you know? So you've got to sort of pave the way, because
Well, imagine if you had been like bullied and you were like, oh, I can't ask Alex, he's fucking lame. I'm weak. Not even tall and strong. He's just a bit tubby.
You weren't fat at that point.
Alex had a bit of tubbiness.
It depends if we're talking, I was year 10? I was just finishing my tubby phase. So I might have had some tub. I can't remember. That was before everyone was taking selfies 24/7.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
know. There are like 3 pictures that exist of me from that whole time, and one of them is like a passport photo where I look like a serial killer. Anakin Skywalker, like fat Anakin Skywalker, serial killer.
Anakin Skywalker already is a serial killer. So.
True. But in real life,
Yeah.
I just idolized Anakin Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
Loved him.
Who didn't? Apart from
Well,
James.
when you really think about it, he's not an idol. He's not something you want to be.
He's awful.
I guess when you're that age, though, you just idolize the edgiest thing.
Yeah,
like Shadow the Hedgehog's
but
popular.
this was one of the occasions where you told me my favorite wasn't allowed to be Anakin because he was your favorite. So my favorite was Obi-Wan, which is why I've ended up a more balanced human being than you and not a serial killer.
Yeah, fair. Like I sent you that really embarrassing picture the other day where I've got that plastic gun and I was like holding it up threateningly like
I said the worst thing.
Dig the Head asks, Alex, if you had to choose one JAR member to take over the IHG channel, who would it be? It's Ruben. It's got to be Ruben.
Why?
Because when Ruben's on a roll, on like an angry roll about something, he's funny as fuck. So.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the most editing skills out of me and Jim.
He probably hates more things than you do as well, so that must help.
He actually hates everything.
Yeah.
Especially playing bad in Rainbow Six. Like, he could make a fucking whole series out of that.
Like Rage Quit Michael of JAR.
He is
actually
the
funny,
Rage
though.
Quit Michael of JAR. Wow, fucking shots fired.
What did he say?
I said Ruben's actually funny.
I'm no part of this.
Yeah, Jesus
He's
Christ.
pissed off like every fan base. Let's just go through them. Sonic sucks. Undertale's lame.
No, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts incredibly queer.
Kingdom Hearts is fucking lame as shit, though. It's complete shite.
You can have a hobby as long as it's not Kingdom Hearts. Like, that's the fucking lame shit, you know?
I was thinking of a funny Kingdom Hearts tweet, but I think it would have gone too far.
Why, what was it?
Coward.
There's going to be something like, I just spent the last 4 hours reading through Wikipedia pages about Kingdom Hearts. But
Fucking story, man.
then suddenly I felt a pain in my heart, and then I went to the doctor and I've got heart cancer. Something along those lines.
Okay, yeah.
That is pretty far.
Yeah. Well, Alex, you've got to piss off every fandom, though. Like, all of them has to be somehow...
Who have we missed out? Fairies, they need to go in there. Big on the internet.
Have we done...
Furries?
Yeah.
I thought you said fairies.
Actually,
I was like-
furries are like the only ones that they can just deal with their hate. All
Yeah,
the
because they have so much of it.
they got no choice, really.
Yeah.
They got to just buckle up.
Weebs? Have we upset the Weebs?
We said Kingdom Hearts sucks, so there's probably quite a lot of crossover there.
Right.
Japanese developer, Final Fantasy stuff. I actually watched this video by, what's she called? Lacey Green?
Yes,
You
with
know her?
Adam in it.
Yes.
With Adam, yeah. Did you see it? Did you watch it?
No, I just saw the thumbnail.
Genuinely good video. Gives
Is
some
it?
insight into the whole idea behind the furry thing.
You see, I've got a big problem when it comes to watching certain videos because I saw it on Twitter, but I don't like watching YouTube on my phone, especially because my phone screen is completely fucked.
Yeah.
I don't like watching YouTube on my phone, so I wanted to watch it on my computer, but I wasn't at home. So then I just forget about it and never see it.
All right.
So even though
How?
I never use Twitter on my PC,
Yeah.
No, but I
so
don't.
it's basically
I do.
pointless me following all the YouTubers that I follow.
Mm-hmm. Lame.
Squat and cough.
But Adam was saying in that video how he sort of figured it out that it was a thing before he even figured out he was gay.
Really?
Yeah. He figured that out after.
Wow.
And he said, like...
So, is he a furry before being gay?
You're going to have to ask him that one. But it's really fucked up. He was saying how this video, I can't remember what it's called, but it's on Lacey Green's channel.
Yeah.
About furries, just so people can find it if they want. He was saying how he felt really bad about it and like didn't like it and tried to hide it for years or whatever, which made him like fully depressed. And
What, the fact that he's a furry?
yeah,
Wow.
well, he was so like, I mean, man, when it gets to that level, when it's like ruining your life, just not doing something completely harmless, I mean,
Go for it.
yeah, go for it, man.
You see that? I honestly don't understand being a furry, though.
What part do you understand?
Well, like...
What I think I can figure out is not all of them like dress up in costumes and stuff. A lot of it is just about the artwork, I think. But then another part of it is it's just like an obsession with like anthropomorphic kind of animals things, you know, like in Robin Hood, the Disney Robin Hood, of, or
that movie that came out, the recent
Zootopia, yeah, that's true fairy bait kind of stuff.
But I mean, I don't... You see, now I'm having like a whole crisis.
Why?
Because you don't choose what you like.
Mm-hmm.
You just like it.
It's just like but it's just an identity thing, I guess.
But I've got nothing like that, you know? So it's really hard.
I think most people who are furries appreciate the fact that it is confusing. You know?
But I mean, the way you're saying Adam was describing it as almost like a sexuality, like he discovered he had this thing.
Well, yeah, because identity is very much entangled with sexuality a lot of the time.
But like, I've never found something out about myself. I think that's why it's so hard to get your head around like being gay or trans or whatever when you're not it.
Yeah. We've just we're too privileged, basically.
Yeah.
White male privileged, cis.
Yeah,
pussies.
we're privileged because we're not furries.
That's exactly what I wanted everyone to take away from that. Anyway, it's a good video. I'd recommend it if furries have perplexed you in any way. Ztits123 says, I was rewatching a James Blab on Old Jar, which we did the other day.
Yeah, we were doing that the other day.
We went back to the Old Jar Media channel, the one that's like got a big cross through the title and everything. I don't know why, just procrastinating. We're probably supposed to be doing something, and it was like, let's watch Old Jar videos instead.
Weren't we supposed to be editing the intro to this episode?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yes, last...
And we were on our old videos, which we won't talk about.
Oh god, don't. Oh,
Pre first jar even.
that's pretty everything.
Anyway,
that
the question was
original.
An Old Jar, and James said that he was a fan of Taylor Swift. Is James still a fan of Taylor Swift, or has he cured his retardation?
No, well, I haven't listened to any Tay-Tay songs in like fucking ages.
Tell the truth, were you ever a Taylor Swift fan?
I'm a fan of Shake It Out, Shake It Off,
You're a
whatever.
fan of that song?
You don't even know what it's
I don't know.
called.
Or was it actually because you just jerked off to her when you were a teenager?
I've never jerked off to Tay-Tay.
Look to the people
I've never
Speak to the
jerked off
people.
to Tay-Tay.
and say it again.
I've never jerked off to Tay-Tay.
Least convincing thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. Is she not thick enough for you?
No, not really.
You swine.
She is dangerously skinny.
Yeah, it's not.
I think she's thickening up now, because
Her agent was like, "It's not cool to be anorexic anymore. Now you got to be thick as fuck, boy."
Yeah.
Just feeding
Get
her
those
ice cream.
implants.
Well, yeah, she hasn't been the.
Do you know what's fucked about that implants thing?
What?
You know, what's she called? Kanye's wife.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim
Alex.
Kardashian.
Kim.
That's the one.
Probably one of the arguably most famous females.
Yes, I couldn't
alive.
remember her
Like,
name. Apparently, in like pictures of her, she's been photoshopping her butt to look smaller.
What?
because she's sort of embarrassed about it now.
She
Who-
fucking
'Cause
has
she got
a
so
huge
much
fucking
shit.
ass.
Have you seen that picture of her on the beach? It is
Oh, well,
awful.
I need to see this picture of her on the
There's
beach.
this
now.
picture of her on the beach with like, and you can see her butt. It looks horrible. It's it looks like a bunch of like once you've cooked like a bunch of sausages in a tray and all that stuff's left over and you like scrape it out into the bin. It looks like a bunch of that that's been squished together.
Oh
What-
my
what
god,
one?
the irony
Mean.
of that though.
Alex, there's multiple. Oh, are we on about that one?
Yeah, that
oh
one.
my god.
What did you Google to find that?
I googled Kim Kardashian beach and it's like, okay, what the fuck?
Let me see.
Let Jim see it so he has some point of reference.
Oh my god.
That's no, but didn't she once have a nice ass? Wasn't that like?
She'd probably be a perfectly attractive woman if she just had no surgery.
That's the
I know.
strange thing. Like,
They weren't all like repulsive or anything beforehand.
no, none of these people are like really gross looking pre-op.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do they
Like,
think
what are
it's...
some celebs that you could justify getting some kind of aesthetic surgery?
Well, that's just
Okay,
cruel
okay.
to list them off.
Well, I think with
But I
I
think
just described her ass as grease. So.
it does look it though. It's like,
I think Iggy Azalea needs more work.
It gets to that point
She
where
looks fucking
it's
awful.
a careful balance with
No, but-
surgery.
no, but-
Yeah.
Where if you have too much, it can show. But some people need or want quite a lot. But then they go past a certain point where it's really noticeable.
It's like
But then
an
they get
addiction.
more. Yeah,
It's
totally.
really
No,
strange.
Have you
it
seen that
is.
Louis Theroux on it?
Yes.
Totally an addiction.
It's very,
but I don't
very
know why
strange.
people do it. It's like it gets.
Because okay, it can be as simple as someone was bullied when they were 8 years old. because of-
Self-confidence, yes,
yeah,
I
yeah.
understand. I understand completely being that type of person.
Yeah.
I've got 2 massive things in my fucking face, but I don't care. But the thing is with Botox, when you stick it in, if you have that small thing, you do whatever adjustment, you're going to get older. When you get older, it looks shit. Then they stick more of it. So then their whole bodies are just having layers of this shit on, and they look atrocious. Like
It's- yeah, it's
I
so
don't think
short-term.
Botox has like a long-lasting effect. Like it's a muscle relaxer, isn't it? So when you take
Sure,
Botox,
it's the opposite of a muscle relaxer because it
No.
makes everything tight.
I think that's why you can't frown when you have it.
Because it's making everything tight, so your wrinkles go away. Surely it's the opposite.
Yeah.
So relaxing wouldn't make it.
No, because then you're not using the muscles that crease those places. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really bad.
I don't know shit.
If you do something you're not confident about, then yeah, look into it. But then these people go overboard, and you don't look like a human anymore. You just kind of look like an alien. I'm not gonna joke. But then it all
it's sad,
goes.
really, isn't it?
Like I don't exactly have a tiny chin or tiny nose, but that's just me. That's who I am.
This is the thing, right? Most people don't care or even notice, and for a lot of people, the things you hate are actually other people's favorite thing about you. You find a lot of the time.
I think when you get bullied for that stuff, you kind of have to understand
when
to
it's
begin to
so
love yourself
endemic,
like that.
Because if it's something that really sticks with you when your brain is developing, when you are in school, that's going to stick with you more than anything else. So
Yeah, it could lead to like this. What's it called?
body dysmorphia.
Yeah, dysmorphia.
What,
Where you see yourself as looking worse than you actually are.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a common thing for anyone who gets bullied, though. To be 100% honest.
Yeah, you're
Totally.
But
probably
I
right.
think I look like dog shit. I probably do. You just that's
Me and Alex
connected
are too afraid to compliment your face because we'll look gay.
That's
And if anyone-
tied to self-confidence though, because if you become confident in how you look, you start to begin to love how you look, because that's
Mhm.
you. When you love yourself, you love how you look. So it's
And there's a lot
connected
of a lot of people like that. They tend to go on the internet a lot, and they tend to kind of
compare themselves in a way, maybe.
is that self-fulfilling cycle of pessimism. Love that quote. It's that self-fulfilling cycle of you feel bad about yourself, so you go on the internet to distract yourself, and then you just see pictures, maybe on social media, of everyone you know who are
Photoshopping their
tactically,
faces and
spending hours in the mirror,
Snapchat
taking,
filters.
fooling everyone into thinking they look a certain way when they have something they're concerned about too.
Yeah, do you know what's the thing with that?
What?
Like, I don't know, a few good months ago, I was feeling shit about myself, so my whole thing was just taking the worst photos possible and put on my Instagram, and it was just like, I felt better and more confident in myself, because just like, I look like shit, fuck it, everyone can see my shitty face.
But then it develops from there, doesn't it, to that self-deprecating humor that is like so popular on Reddit and Twitter and stuff, where it's all about how like ugly you feel and miserable you are and how little confidence you have, that kind of stuff,
Which is bad.
A load of the most popular kind of memes that are spread around revolve around that, don't they, especially on Tumblr.
Like, you are the way you are, it's good to learn how to love what you have.
Good movie called Mary and Max, which is about that kind of thing.
I'm sorry, my back is so sweaty.
Random Minion XD says,
Classic.
if every job paid the same, what job would you do?
So we're in communist Cuba.
So we become communist, but we have a bit more freedom.
Yeah, we don't get sent to
so clearly
gulags.
we can choose whatever job we want to do. Yeah.
Full-time gamer.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I like my mind.
What about a
can't.
chauffeur?
No, because then I'd be doing something I
What about
like
stunt
doing, so
driver?
I wouldn't like doing that.
Stunt driver.
No, because then I'd be doing what I do in my hobby.
Yeah, but
and
you
then I
can't.
wouldn't
You
have my
can't
hobby.
do that outside of that job.
True. You can't be driving those speeds and doing dangerous stunts on your own time. Well, you could, but probably get arrested or injure yourself.
Yeah, or actually die.
I don't know. I'll just do something that's interesting, like
But this is implying we're capable of getting the job. Like, we can just have whatever job we want.
Yeah.
Astronaut.
I saw First Man at the cinema. That does not.
It's not 1960, whatever it was.
It does not make being a spaceman look very good, or at all.
To be honest.
No,
The kind of G's you got to be able to withstand, and like, imagine spinning around like hundreds of times a minute and having to like activate all this like complex technology. And
I was watching a
about
video from this astronaut dude, and he's got some mighty stories. He's the one who did Space Odyssey in space.
Oh,
with his guitar.
everyone knows him. The big everyone.
Yeah.
You know him. He's done like
He's
opening
Canadian,
Coke
I
cans and
think.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's two notable things. He said how when you're going up into space and something goes wrong, you have to fix the problem in one breath.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, like, you're fucked.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And also this one time, like, something caused water to go into his space helmet, and he was just blind in space. Like, he couldn't see anything. and he just had to fix that problem. But fuck it, dude.
I am blind.
just falling to earth.
No, but it's like you have to, like, not everyone could do that, because you have to be like stupidly intelligent to be like, how do I fix this?
That's what I mean, though. It's saying
If
you could do anything.
No, it's saying if every job paid the same, what job would you do?
You know what I'd do?
Yeah, but what job would you do? Like,
Something that, for me, it immediately jumps to, well, if everyone's getting paid the same, I want to do something really easy.
well, I think that's the idea. But
But I can't think of anything really easy,
No,
because
but-
all jobs are inherently jobs.
Yeah, jobs.
dog walker,
It's not as easy as it sounds.
it's pretty fucking easy.
Yeah, it's all like that.
But that's a lot of pressure being a dog walker. You take someone's dog, imagine if they just see a deer and they're just gone into the woods and you never see them again.
Tough luck.
The dog will come back. Yes, how dogs do.
Not always, bro.
You know how dogs be.
A bear might have just swooped it up.
It'll become a bear in the woods somewhere.
What?
The bear takes it under its wing.
Yeah, I'd be
fosters
an
it.
astronaut. Yeah.
I'd just be like,
A butler, I would do.
If it was a job, a butler. That doesn't sound easy. No,
For
if
someone awesome.
I'd probably work at. I'd like to work at some sort of nice bar. Never,
a nice
never,
jazz
not
bar,
not being a
like
waiter,
Tokyo.
but the bar.
Being a barman.
Yeah.
Like Mo, he's He's always
Yeah.
holding a glass, always just cleaning it with that cloth.
Hmm.
Yeah, you want to be doing all the martinis, like fucking.
I would like to learn how to properly make cocktails and shit.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. I don't know what they're called. There's an official title for them. Barista? Not a barista, that's coffee.
A martini maker. Go on, whip us up a fat question.
I never answered the question. Okay, thanks, guys. So just, you know.
Well, you got plenty of time, bro.
Go on.
I'd be like an RSPCA person to like rescue dogs and shit.
Fair play.
Because then I can make a difference
Yes,
in this world.
dogs. That's a good one. Not walking them, other things. Something to do with dogs.
Okay.
Edward Plum says, how's /our guy /cucumber Nick right now?
How is
okay.
Has he become a god due to his prolonged exposure to the primordial soup?
that's more likely going to be the scorpion. They're going to like join.
It's like disintegrating and
Speaking to the mic, James, no one can hear you. James said it's disintegrating and turning into what?
String.
String.
So I drop it and I just fucking.
Please don't. This makes me so paranoid whenever James goes near that.
Hey, I'm
Can
the one
of
who
water.
suggested to put scorpion in it.
There's 2 pins in
I guess for those who don't know, we have a jar, fittingly, with a cucumber in it that has gradually probably over a year at this point, just been decomposing.
Yeah.
Actually, it might be a year.
Watch the video.
It might
on
be a year,
YouTube.
like one of the days in this month. But then we made a bet. James would eat a scorpion, and then what was left of the scorpion we thought would be funny to put in the cucumber bowl, and now we have a cucumber scorpion.
There's gonna be more added to it. Maybe one day, we don't know.
We're all frightened to
We're
add to
scared
it.
to open it.
Well, when we did open it, it just kind of was a bit watery. It smelt of water.
Is the video called Jar Makes a Pentagram?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
go
was
and
just
watch
an
that if you want some
That was
context.
just out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know why we did
It was
that.
wasn't
after
it
we went to
Halloween?
Wagamama's. When
Wasn't
we
it a
came
Halloween
back.
thing?
Yes, I believe so.
James, can you put this back on the table,
Ah,
please?
fuck off, Jim.
Leave Him Alone says, how do you rate your music? I feel it's much less technical than films, as in it's much more taste and personal preference goes into rating music rather than movies.
I would agree. I find music much harder to explain why or things I like about it.
Definitely. Like even when someone as prolific and talented as Anthony Fantano goes through albums,
Yeah.
for me I'm just like, I just don't feel that way. I don't agree with
Mhm.
some of this stuff. I tend to not actually agree with a lot of the stuff he says about albums.
That's the thing though, like you can dislike an entire genre, but even the best of that genre you might not like it
Yeah.
because you just have it's just not your thing, you know?
You can't explain. I can't explain why I like certain music, like Eurobeat. It's like it's fucking shit, but I love it.
Yeah, there is just some inherent thing to music taste, and even with me, there are some things where it's like I try listening to an album, don't really like it at the time, but then completely different week, different day, maybe the weather's different, maybe my mood's different. I try listening to it again, and suddenly it just clicks, and I really like it from then on.
I find a lot of the time with music, I can sort of like the album, for example,
Mhm.
but then you look up like context and
Yeah.
sort of the meaning of each song and the state the artist was in when they made it, and that can just heighten an album.
I'm more into doing that now. I never used to do that. I never used to care what songs were actually about.
No, I first did it with The Wall.
Yeah. That's a particularly good one for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Never even looked at even a song. It's just like I just take it.
And that's the thing though, like there's not a correct way to listen to music.
Well, my way is the correct way.
That's the thing. There are people who obsess over every note and the composition of it, and then there are people that just they like how it sounds, and it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mama, singing mama, singing mama. So that's been another Jar Media podcast for the books. We hope you liked it. Make sure you leave questions for us for the next episode. And if you've listened on Spotify or iTunes, thank you. And head over to Patreon and support the show so we can keep doing it. And keep the lights on, as they say. We'll see you on the next episode, ladies and gents. Any final words here, guys?
Game on.
Jim, and you say meme on.
Meme on. Me. That's my thing.
Meme on me.